Right, so you're gearing up for a business coach interview.
And let's be real.
It can be a little nerve-wracking.
But that's where we come in.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
diving deep into RoleCatcher's resources,
Their career guide,
sample interview questions.
even how their AI can give you an edge.
Our mission today is to help you not just ace the interview,
But also figure out if this is even the right career for you.
So before we get into the nitty-gritty,
Let's start with the basics.
what does a business coach actually do?
Well, it's more targeted than some people might think.
Okay.
You're not like a life coach.
Right.
You're working with employees within a company,
Gotcha.
helping them overcome work challenges, boost their performance,
Yeah.
and map out their career growth within that organization.
So less about finding your bliss,
Exactly.
more about crushing those KPIs.
Precisely.
All right, let's get to the good stuff.
The interview questions.
These sample questions from RoleCatcher.
We're not giving you scripts,
We're going to show you how to think about them.
so you can craft answers that truly resonate.
First one, what inspired you to become a business coach?
This is your chance to connect your personal why to their company's needs.
I like it.
Don't just tell your story.
Right.
Weave in what excites you about their specific challenges,
Yeah.
the things their employees might be struggling with that you're passionate about solving.
For example,
Yeah.
if they're a tech company known for rapid innovation,
Right?
you might talk about your passion for helping people adapt to change
Exactly.
and thrive in fast-paced environments.
And here's a pro tip.
Okay.
Prepare a follow-up question
Oh, I like that.
that shows you've done your research.
For example.
Something like,
Yeah.
can you tell me more about how your company fosters a culture of, and then mention a specific value from their website?
Ooh, that's good.
Shows you're not just looking for a job.
Right.
You're looking for the right fit.
I like it. Okay, next question. What experience do you have working with, and then you had mentioned the company's size or industry.
They want concrete proof.
Okay.
You can handle their specific context.
So this is where we highlight the wins.
Congrats.
And numbers are our friends.
Always.
Did you help a team increase their sales by 20%?
That's a good one.
Implement a training program that boosted employee engagement scores?
Quantifiable results speak volumes.
And what if you don't have a ton of experience in their exact industry?
No problem.
Okay.
Focus on transferable skills.
Right.
If you've coached salespeople in a different field,
Right?
highlight the core skills that apply
Like goals and
setting.
performance improvement.
Yeah.
Emphasize your eagerness to learn the nuances of their market.
You could even turn it around with a question. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
while my experience has been primarily in, and then mention the previous industry, I'm eager to learn how the dynamics of their industry might influence my coaching approach.
Great.
Could you tell me more about the unique challenges your teams are facing?
That's a fantastic way to show you're adaptable.
And genuinely interested in their world.
All right, let's talk about staying current.
What?
How do you stay up to date with the latest business trends?
This is where you showcase that learning mindset.
Okay.
Name those industry publications you devour, the thought leaders you follow online,
The courses you've taken.
but don't just list them.
Right.
Connect them to the company.
So find a recent trend
Yes.
that genuinely excites you and explain how it could benefit their business.
For example, I've been closely following the rise of AI-powered coaching tools.
Interesting.
And I believe they could be a game changer for improving employee feedback and development in your company.
That's good.
It shows you're not just keeping up,
Right.
you're thinking ahead,
Yeah.
bringing fresh ideas to the table.
I like it. And to really seal the deal,
Yes.
you could throw in a follow-up.
Okay.
How do you see your company leveraging AI in the future,
Nice.
specifically for employee development? Okay, now for a question that really tests your EQ.
Uh-oh.
How do you approach coaching clients who may be resistant to change?
Let's face it,
Not everyone embraces change with open arms.
this is all about showcasing empathy,
Okay.
active listening skills,
Uh-huh.
and your ability to build trust.
Right.
Share a specific story of a time when you help someone overcome their resistance
Okay.
and achieve a positive outcome.
And remember,
Yes,
stories make your answers memorable
absolutely.
and bring your skills to life.
Exactly.
So instead of just saying, I'm a good listener,
Right.
give a concrete example of how you use those listening skills
Yeah.
to understand their concerns and tailor your approach.
Maybe you discovered a hidden fear they hadn't even articulated.
And addressing that fear
Yes.
Unlock their willingness to change.
Exactly. Show, don't just tell.
Love it. And to keep the conversation flowing, you
Yeah.
could follow up with
Sure.
what types of change management initiatives are currently underway in your company?
Good one.
And how do you see coaching playing a role in supporting those initiatives?
That shows you're engaged.
Now, for the million-dollar question,
Hit me with it.
can you give an example of a client success story?
This is your chance to shine.
It is.
Choose a story that's relevant to their company and the specific challenges you'll be addressing.
So ideally,
It should involve quantifiable results
right.
and a positive impact on the individual.
So for example,
If you're interviewing for a role focused on leadership development,
okay.
talk about how you coached a manager to improve their communication skills,
Uh-huh.
which led to a 15% increase in their team's productivity
Wow.
and a significant boost in employee morale.
So it's not just about the numbers.
No.
It's about the human impact.
It's about the whole package.
Exactly. And here's a powerful follow-up question.
I'm listening.
What are the key metrics you use to evaluate the success of coaching programs at your company?
That shows you're thinking about their specific needs
Yes.
and how you can help them achieve their goals.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already,
We have
but this is just a taste
a sneak peek
of the interview prep wisdom.
that RoleCatcher has to offer.
Let's take a quick breather, and we'll dive back into more of those crucial questions, plus some insights from their career guide.
Sounds good. Get ready for even more strategic tips to help you ace this interview and make a lasting impression.
And don't forget, we'll also be exploring how RoleCatcher's AI can help you take your interview prep to the next level. So stay tuned.
Okay, so let's jump back into those interview questions.
Sounds good. You ready?
Ready when you are.
All right, this next one dives into adaptability.
Oh, this is a good one.
How do you tailor your coaching approach to meet the unique needs of each client?
They're looking for proof
Okay,
that you're not a one-size-fits-all kind of coach.
right. Everyone's different.
Everyone is different.
Every situation's different.
Exactly. You need to show you understand
Okay.
that each situation
Uh-huh.
requires a personalized touch.
So how do we do that?
Well, think about the different coaching models you're familiar with.
Okay.
Like, for example, the GRUYO model,
I think I've heard of that.
goals, reality options, and way forward.
Okay.
You can mention how you'd use that to guide a client through problem solving.
Right?
Or maybe you're skilled in using a strengths-based approach,
Yeah.
helping people leverage their natural talent.
Absolutely.
Go
So
on.
instead of just saying, I individualize my approach,
Right.
we need to explain how,
Exactly.
maybe mention specific assessment tools,
Oh, that's a good idea.
like personality assessments or 360-degree feedback,
Those are great examples.
to gather insights about a client's working style.
And their needs.
And you know what else I think would be really helpful?
What's that?
Sharing a quick anecdote
Oh, I love stories.
about a time you adapted your style for a specific client.
That brings it to life.
Exactly.
Like maybe you had a client who was very data-driven.
Uh-huh.
So you focused on using metrics and progress tracking to keep them motivated.
Right, because that's what speaks to them.
Exactly.
It's all about speaking their language.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about proving your worth.
All right, show me the money.
How do you measure the success of your coaching engagements?
This is where you get to showcase those analytical skills
Okay.
and demonstrate you understand ROI.
Return on investment.
Exactly.
So it's not enough to just say,
Yeah.
my clients feel better.
No way.
You need to show how your coaching translates into tangible results for the company.
I like it.
Think about key performance indicators.
KPOs.
Did you help a sales team exceed their targets?
Oh, yeah.
Did your coaching lead to a decrease in employee turnover?
Those are great examples.
Quantify those wins
Yes.
and tie them back to the company's goals.
For example, I helped a team improve their communication skills,
Uh-huh.
which led to a 10% reduction in project delays,
That's huge.
saving the company thousands of dollars.
Now, here's a question that can really throw people off.
Oh, boy.
Can you give an example of a time when you had to handle a difficult coaching situation?
This one can be tricky.
It can be, but they're looking for your conflict resolution skills
Okay.
and your ability to stay cool under pressure.
So what's the key here?
I think the key is to showcase your emotional intelligence.
All right, EQ.
Choose a story that highlights your professionalism
Uh-huh.
and your commitment to ethical coaching practices.
Good point.
So maybe you had a client who was consistently missing deadlines.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is.
Yeah.
So how did you approach the situation?
Yeah, what did you do?
Did you uncover any underlying issues?
Right, like something going on behind the scenes?
Exactly, that were impacting their performance.
And then how did you help them get back on track?
It's not about showcasing perfection.
Oh,
It's about demonstrating how you learn from challenges
okay.
and use those experiences to become a better coach.
And you know what else you could do?
What's that?
Ask them a savvy follow-up question.
Oh, I like it.
Something like, what are some of the biggest challenges your coaches typically face when working with employees at your company?
Right. That shows you're proactive
Uh-huh.
and you want to understand their specific context.
Exactly.
Now let's move on to a topic that's often overlooked,
Okay.
but incredibly important.
Yippee.
How do you ensure confidentiality and privacy in your coaching engagements?
Oh, this is crucial.
This question speaks volumes about your professionalism
Right.
and your understanding of ethical boundaries.
You have to emphasize your commitment to maintaining strict confidentiality.
Absolutely.
Mention specific strategies you use,
Like,
secure communication platforms, anonymizing client data when sharing success stories, and having clear agreements about the limits of confidentiality.
right, because there are limits.
There are.
It might seem like a no-brainer,
It does.
but demonstrating that you take confidentiality seriously
Yeah,
builds trust with potential employers.
absolutely. Trust is key.
Okay, last question for this round.
Bring it on.
How do you balance client needs with business goals in your coaching engagements?
This is a good one. It's about showcasing your understanding,
Okay.
that you're not just there for the individual,
Right.
you're there to support the success of the whole organization.
The big picture.
Exactly. So explain how you align coaching objectives with the company's strategic priorities.
So, for example,
Yeah.
you could say, while I'm always focused on helping individuals reach their full potential,
Okay.
I also understand that my role is to support the company's overall goals.
I like it.
If a client's personal goals aren't fully aligned with the company's direction, I would work with them to find a path that benefits both parties.
That's a great way to put it, finding that sweet spot
Yes.
where you're championing individual growth
Right.
while also contributing to the company's bottom line.
Exactly. Now, before we move on to how RoleCatcher's AI can give you an extra edge,
Oh, yeah, that's the secret weapon.
I want to circle back to their career guide for a moment.
Okay, good idea.
It's packed with insights about the coaching profession,
What kind of insight?
from pros and cons
Oh.
to potential career paths.
This is where you can really get a feel for whether this career aligns with your long-term goals and values.
Right. It's about finding the right fit.
Exactly.
So, for example, the
Yeah.
guide highlights the flexibility
Nice.
and the potential for high earnings,
always a plus.
but it also acknowledges the emotional demands of coaching
That's real.
and the importance of ongoing professional development.
You always got to be learning and growing.
So it's about weighing the rewards with the realities.
Absolutely.
And the guide also outlines some exciting advancement paths,
Oh, like what?
from becoming a senior coach
Okay.
to starting your own practice.
That's the beauty of this field.
There are so many possibilities.
Endless opportunities.
But let's be real.
Okay, real talk.
Getting your foot in the door can be tough.
It can be a challenge.
That's where RoleCatcher's AI tools come into play.
All right, let's talk AI.
Imagine having a personalized career assistant
Okay, I'm imagining.
who can help you tailor your resume and cover letter to highlight the exact skills they're looking for in each specific job description.
That would be amazing.
It would, and that's precisely what RoleCatcher's AI does.
No way.
Yes, it analyzes those lengthy job postings.
Those can be brutal.
They can be extracting the keywords and phrases that matter most.
So you don't have to.
Exactly. Then it suggests improvements to your application materials.
Oh, that's helpful.
It is helping you stand out from the crowd.
It's like having a secret weapon.
It is, and it doesn't stop there.
There's more.
Their AI can also analyze your interview practice videos,
Oh, wow.
providing feedback on your tone, your pace, and even your body language.
It's like having a virtual coach.
It is helping you refine your delivery and exude confidence.
So you can identify any nervous habits or areas where you might be rambling.
And then work on improving those aspects.
Or for the real deal.
Exactly. So it's not about replacing your skills and personality.
Right.
It's about amplifying them
Yes.
and presenting your best self.
I love that.
But remember, even the best AI tools are only as good as the information you feed them.
That's true.
You still need to put in the work,
Right.
craft thoughtful answers, and showcase your unique value.
You got to bring your A game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about combining the power of technology
Yes.
with your own hard work and preparation.
This is a dynamic duo.
It is.
Yeah.
So are you ready to dive into some more of those interview questions?
Absolutely, bring them on.
Okay, so we've talked about those tricky interview questions.
We have.
And we've explored the business coach career path.
All the ins and outs.
But now,
Yeah.
let's shift the focus to you.
Okay, you ready?
I think so. So what makes you stand out?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is, we've got to go beyond those standard qualifications.
Right?
And really unearth what makes you uniquely suited for this role.
So if you were the hiring manager,
Yeah.
what would make you sit up and take notice?
This is where we connect the dots between your personal story,
Yeah,
your skills, and the company's needs.
I like it.
What challenges are you most passionate about tackling?
Yeah, what kind of impact do you dream of making?
For instance, if you're driven by helping people unlock their leadership potential,
Okay.
and the company is known for promoting from within,
Yeah,
that's a powerful connection to highlight.
absolutely. Show them you're not just looking for any coaching job.
Right.
You're genuinely drawn to their company and the opportunity to contribute to their specific culture and goals.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI interview practice tool.
Oh, yeah, that can be a game changer.
It can really help you refine your delivery and come across as confident and authentic.
Practice makes perfect.
It does. The more you rehearse, the more comfortable and natural you'll feel when those interview nerves inevitably kick in.
Confidence is key.
It is. When you believe in yourself, it shows.
really does.
And they can make all the difference in how you're perceived by the hiring manager.
But remember, an interview isn't just about them grilling you.
It's a two-way street.
It is you're evaluating them,
Right.
just as much as they're evaluating you.
So don't be afraid to ask thoughtful questions
Oh, kind of questions.
about their company culture,
Okay.
their leadership style, what they're truly looking for in a business coach.
That shows you're interested.
It does. And it also helps you decide if this is the right environment for you to thrive.
Right, because at the end of the day...
It's about finding a role where you can do your best work,
Yeah.
make a meaningful impact, and genuinely enjoy the journey.
That's when the magic happens.
It is when your passion aligns with the company's needs.
You're bound to create something truly special.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought.
I'm all ears.
Beyond the skills, the experience, the certifications, what unique value do you bring to the table? What makes you stand out from the crowd?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is. Figure that out, and you'll have the key to unlocking that dream business coach role.
It's that unique blend of expertise, passion, and personality that makes all the difference. So go out there, be yourself, and rock that interview.
And remember, RoleCatcher is there to support you every step of the way.
Good luck.